Okay. Well, that sucked. Uh, all right. I don't remember the last time I've had my internet cut out like that. But unfortunately it did. And yeah. So just gotta play the hand we're dealt, which in this case was a shitty internet. Okay. Theoretically, it's better to have that happen early in the session compared to late. So I guess that's something. That's a good one. Oh, did both check an ace? No, only one did. Okay. Hey, Poker Nicky. Hello, Riley. Sorry, guys, about the delay there. The delay is the wrong word. The disconnect, you know? Pretty annoying for everybody involved. I think equity-wise, it didn't hurt me as much as it could have, again, because it's early in the session. One of those could have been a lot worse spots. So I'm really just trying to catch up still. Okay, 10's good. 10's good. 10's good. Scott's Tots, thank you for the sub. Again, thank you, Dan, for the sub. Not sure you heard me. Not sure that got through. Did I lose my... Oh, I must have lost that one. No, I didn't. Okay. What if he has leads here? Ten's good? All right. Glad to save the streak. Happy to help. All right. That's fine. Yep. Here come the big bets. Yeah, I mean, this is the easiest, like, triple I've ever seen. That's an easy triple. All right, can we win a flip? Those are harder. Those are harder. Irrelevant turn card. Irrelevant river card. Okay. Hello, Lawler. How you doing, man? Got to meet him in Vegas. Hung out multiple days, really. And he got some great pictures of me meeting Joe Stapleton. Come on, an 8? Okay, that seems unfair, I just have to say. All right. Another flip. All right, so not the greatest start anyone's ever had to a poker stream. I think both options are fine. We have them covered, right? We don't. It's close, right? We have 39. He has 39.4. I guess that makes it slightly worse. But I'm still going to rip. Okay, a flip. We've won a flip. Da-na-na-na, da-na-da-da-da. Blind on blind. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Betting turn there, but first calling this off. Decided to overbet the turn here for small blind flat. Okay. All right, that's something. All right, I'll take it. I'll take him a flush draw to go along with my two pair. Da, 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 da. Too strong. Blind on blind. He opens, we defend. We flop top pair, we call. It got through? All right, good. Hello, Getamonis. Hello, Dr. Juan Gonzalez. Thank you very much. Bad luck so far, but feeling okay, you know? I think this is just a check back. Oh. Tricky trappy. Hello, Cebu, 1CS, says, hey, legend. By the way, that is a fantastic way to start a message. If you want a response to something, if you start with, hey, legend, rather than, what's up, streamer man, like, oh, you're going to get a top tier reply. What's the best way to build a bankroll? I mean, I have a really boring answer, but it's the right answer. And the right answer is play a game that you can beat and play a game that you can afford to lose at. And that's just because even if you have a good edge in a game, you are going to go through patches of variance where you do lose. So you want to be able to stomach those losses emotionally and financially. And if you can do that and you have an edge in the game, then you keep playing, you put the volume in, you're going to win money, like long term. In regards to what game is the best game, I honestly have no idea because it's going to depend a lot on your skills. I mean, entirely on your skill set. For me, in the beginning of like my career playing poker, it was better for me to play a game that hid my weaknesses, like playing post flop. I was very bad at playing post flop, so I played sit and goes where you didn't have to play a lot of post. You could just kind of memorize shove ranges, call ranges, ICM, and that was very, very helpful to me. Otherwise, I mean, I just would have lost and never, you know, been able to do this for a career. So whether it's a tournament, cash game, blast, spin and go, live cash, live tournament, I can't tell you. That kind of depends on you, but the possibilities really are endless. Like all of the games, I mean almost all of them have like there's a path for you to succeed if your skill set matches up with that game. And yeah, so don't let people be like, oh, you can't make a living in blah blah blah. Like unless it's super highly raked. Like if you're gonna want to play spins, it's doable. If you want to play MTTs, doable. Might be the weed, but the camera seems slow. Someone else try to confirm with Dr. Juan Gonzalez if the camera's slow. If you also think it's slow, I guess we could unplug it and replug. At this point, we're probably not going to do shit because it was hard enough to get back basically to the point where our internet wasn't directly killing us. All right, so we flat button versus under the gun open. Blinds come along. Let me just check this back 4 ways, actually. We don't have that many hands that want to bet here. Like, does King, Queen, King, Jack, King 10 want to bet? No. Even all of our aces don't want to bet. We don't have Ace King very often. However, as played now, probably do have a bet. We're low on our range. We have equity. We have Ace X that checks back. We might bet the turn here with King X. Probably would. A lot of our King Queens, King Jacks at this point. Neat. Do do do. Just remember, your luck could get worse. Board could pop in. Let's pin that shit. You mean Christaborg? Streamer? Twitch.tv/Christaborg? I've heard of him. Da, 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 da. But yeah, Lawler, I had a great time. Like in Vegas. For me, and I said this to my parents and they kind of mocked me for it. That going to Vegas was not as much as about winning money as it was about being social and building those connections. And there is equity in that, of course, right? But yeah, like I was definitely able to do that. You were there when I met Joe Stapleton, and I was shocked that he knew who I was. Although I think he might have been blowing smoke up my ass, where he was like, "Oh yeah, he said something like I'm doing big things or blah blah blah, being authentic," and I'm like, I mean, this guy, this sounds like he knows what I'm doing, but at the same time, he could just be saying the same speech to everybody. But yeah, it was super cool, and I highly recommend to anybody who has not been out to Vegas during the WSOP, who enjoys playing poker, and basically, I mean, that's really it. If you just enjoy playing poker, uh, you're gonna have a great time out there. Don't expect to win money. A lot of variance in that, but be social. You'll probably have a good time. What if I can make him fold a 10 or a 9 now? Pretty low in my range, actually, at this point, so... Okay. Can't really dick around here because I don't know how much of a time bank I have. So, I mean, it's a lot of overcards to the 10, you know? How many more overcards of 10 did I need? I just needed one more, really. Check, call, flop. I do improve on the turn to the nuts of my effective range. And we're just all in, I guess. I mean, I guess there are some other things we could do, but I actually think that with two flush draws out there, I think all in is kind of the move. I mean, he is very deep, but I think it's fine. Hello, Cedrus Elba. How are you doing, man? Speaking of people I hung out with Vegas and had a great time, I would say that before this last trip, Cedrus Elba and I said, that's pretty good, said maybe a combined 25 words of each other. I can't remember ever having an actual, like, long form conversation with him. Maybe we did. Maybe it was 3 to 5 minutes of talking total. And we probably hung out for a good several hours over the course of the time he was there, and it was great. It was like, I don't think he'll mind me saying this, but like going into the trip, I wasn't like, oh man, like the person I'm gonna hang out with almost the most is gonna be Cedrus Elba. Like it wasn't expected, and then it just sort of happened. We both had like our schedules free at times, and I thought we got along really well. Um, that's a bad river, and that's another, what's a phrase I'm looking for? It's basically just another way to underscore my point that you go to these Vegas meetups, these poker trips, whatever you want. It's really just poker trips, live poker stops, and you might be surprised by how well you get along with people that you either weren't that close to before, or you know, there's people that were regs that you battled with online, or people that you knew from Twitter. Like it's just an unreal experience, and I highly recommend it to everybody. Oh, we had a big stack here. What happened? Oh, we lost the flip to ace to tens, right? Yeah, yeah. Well, I have the nuts. Now what? This card is better for him than me, though, for what it's worth, because he has more flushes than I do, right? But unfortunately for him, well, I have the nuts. So no longer have the nuts. In fact, he will have sets here that have became full houses. He will have 2-pair combos that became full houses. That's annoying. I have to think what combos call, and like I think my nut flushes still call. It's really annoying. Because I have other better combos. Like I have full houses, but if you think about it, I have pocket fours and eights and sevens and jacks? Like it's not that many, so I think my nut flushes still have to call. All right. Unexpected, but lovely. I mean, it does look silly now. We're like, oh, he's 5. But if I just went through the range of hands I call and I like side call the nut flush, he's actually probably going to make money with that play if I only call like nut flushes and boats. So maybe even though he looks foolish now, long term I look foolish. I don't know. All right. That was a perfect answer. Thank you. What's going on, Linus? 20 gifted subs, up to 640 in the channel. One of our sub leaders, and just a champ. Really appreciate your support, man. And I just can't say enough. Like these, if there were 2 things I'd want to get better at as a streamer in terms of thanking people, one would be like maybe not thanking. It's just when people come into the stream and like they send a raid, I want to have some sort of way to talk to them that's not cookie cutter. That's not, did you have a good session, bro? Thanks for the support, man. Check out his stream. And the second one would be when people subscribe and gift subs. And I've been doing this for like almost 4 years, and I don't really have a way that I think fully encapsulates how much I do appreciate your guys' support. Again, both financially and just being here. So thank you. Stapes is a great time every time I see him. Man, I had only been familiar with him with Stapleton through his commentary and stuff he posts on social media. And I found him to be really refreshing in that he is a lot of our voices in poker sound the same. And that's because a lot of us are from either similar backgrounds or have similar goals and go through similar experiences, right? Think of like the live hoodie grinder. Like if that makes up a third of the poker population, then a third of us are, all in the same bucket. And his viewpoint, his experiences are so diverse and different from the rest of us that it's just really interesting to hear what he has to say and to see somebody who's like more of a well-rounded individual in our community. Also, he just talks shit and doesn't care. So I like that. And, meeting him didn't really disappoint. I do wish I would have talked a little more to other people in that setting. It was like a comedy night, and there was other people there from the poker world, like Barney Boatman and Caitlin Komsky. I really should know how to pronounce that. Nikki Limo. I'm forgetting others, but the great thing about the WSOP or a lot of these poker live stops is that there's so many people that you can meet and talk to and get to know. And the double-edged sword of that is there are so many people that you won't have the time to talk to and get to know. And that's just a product of it's a large swath of people, and your primary goal is probably playing poker. You ran into Bobby James? Yeah, I met him. I liked him. Apparently, he and I had chatted before because we had done some swaps, and I just forgot about it, and so did he. Cedar says, "No, we barely chatted. Great, properly getting to know you or hang out with you. I missed Vegas the instant I left. Yeah, man. Next year, I'm gonna tell you next year. Try to be there more, but I'm actually gonna try to be there less. I had like as I said, a great time in Vegas, but dude, it was hard. Like it was hard being away from my family for that long, and it's good that I won money. I think if I would have lost money, that would have been more depressing. And part of the hype that I had from this whole WSOP experience was I was deep in the main event. Like every day I woke up after the main event started, I was still in the main for like, I made it to day 5, but there was an off day. So I made it like 6 days in the main. So I had a week of waking up, being pumped, knowing I was still in the main event. And the minute I lost, my voice is cracking. It's not because I'm going to cry, I promise. The minute I lost, I was like, all right, let me get out of here. Let me take a flight. So I'm not sure how much of my enjoyment was propped up by a deep run in the main, but I'm sure a lot of it. Yes, the ace-5 is ambitious. It's not the combo I would use. But if he has ace-5 with 1 diamond, like it's pretty cool. And like, again, he might get a lot of folds there for 2x pot. Like he probably does. Hello, QQ. How are you doing? Long time no see. All right. So just a heads up, we are on the bubble of the bounty warm-up. Still in the 320. Although I remember we had like 25K, and then we just didn't play any pots. Now we have 16K. So that wasn't good. That's not good for us. Have some other stuff too. Still in the 215 bounty overload. Getting closer to the money in the 44 bounty stack. I forgot to do something, so I need to do it now. But I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're making this call. All we gotta do is beat Guess Who, and we'll stay in the tournament. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, heart, heart, heart. Nope. That's so gross. We had the ace too. All right. Easy peasy. I guess it's 12 to the money. It's not direct bubble. I thought it was 458. Hello, small edges. Am I the guy who flies to Vegas for 1 tournament? No, man. I played several tournaments. I played... Well, do we count re-entries or no? If we count re-entries, I might have played like 21 tournaments. If we just only count single entries, then I played fewer. I don't know. Sure. All right. All right, block all the jacks he has, flushes, whatever. All right, we are actually almost a favorite. Definitely not a favorite now. But every blue card, every jack, every 4, that is a blue card. Okay, picking up a bounty in the monster bounty overload thingy. Raise pre, big blind defends. I think I'm actually going to check back once in a while. That's kind of fun. Oh. Well. I think if I bet turn, I could actually turn my hand into a bluff and shove river. But if I didn't bet turn, I don't have enough flushes. If I don't have enough flushes, then I just guess I just fold. Ugh. All right. I mean, I guess he can have 6-5, or he can turn like I guess he can have the ace of diamonds X and turn into a bluff. But like, I just don't think there's enough ace of diamonds X bluff combos like that call flop. Like ace 7, ace 8 with the. I mean, that's kind of cool actually. If he has ace 8, uh, and uses the bluffs with it. But I don't know. I don't think I would say population doesn't bluff enough. Doesn't mean he won't, but Da-na-na, da-na-na. This seems like a pretty clear rip given all the money that's in the middle. And it is a lot. So, okay. All right, gets it through. What's up, Anthony? Thank you for the resub. Bobby James is a beaut. He was like really chill. I'm trying to think of people I didn't enjoy. Like, that's probably not a good thing to go through, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I hated that guy. But they're just the fact that it's hard for me to think of people that I had a bad time with or would want to hang out again with, which just I just think kind of again like reiterates the point. It's a good time. Hello, D2. How are you? What's up, Greece? Greece falls in the category of people that I wanted to hang out in Vegas with and didn't get the chance to. And this is my fault for making a deep run in the main. But to be fair, Greece did the same thing last year, and he made time for me, so maybe this is a me problem. I mean, nah, I'm not gonna. It's not my fault. Like 8 at 8 has me do a lot of stuff, basically, between the days, you know. We defended the big blind, and now we're just. What are we gonna do here, four-handed? It's kind of interesting to think about just open jamming it. I think we're gonna do that. I would say normally here our range is actually like, I mean, just more draw heavy, like 8-6 and 6-4 and 4-3, but I guess we need to have some value hands. So. All right. I got check raise on flop. This actually feels low in my range. You know? Like, I have 10x, I have flushes, I have 8-9, I have full houses. Even have like 8-7, it's almost better. So like I think we're just giving up. We're not betting, but I think we're just sort of fold to a bet. Okay, sure, yeah. It's an interesting check raise. It's a lot of equity versus my actual hand, actually. Okay. Did I play against Kasuf? I did not. Didn't even hear him. You know, other people were like, you know, he's loud and obnoxious and all that stuff, but didn't even hear him. I did hear Cabral. I had a table on like day 2 or day 3 of the main where I could hear Cabral as clearly as the person to my direct right, and Cabral was like 7 tables away. I mean, I guess we just beat Ace Queen only. Is that it? Doesn't seem like a lot of hands. Ugh. Oh. All right. Lucky. Three-handed with queens in the 320. Queen high flop. I think we probably want to be betting this. I think it's close. I don't know. Can I just bet this for value? Okay. I thought it was interesting. Chose a bet for value. All right, lose a flip. That's fine. All right. He basically went 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. I guess it's call, call, call. All right. We should have went to the Backstreet Boys. Oh my god, dude, 100%. I would have. There were a lot of days where, like, I mean, after I was, you know, in the main, like, my days are just shot, right? Like, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. I'm just in the main grinding poker. Before that, though, a lot of my days were busy and my nights were free. Where I'd be like, oh, I'm playing a tournament, and then I'm no longer playing a tournament, and then I have the night free at like 7 or 8 p.m. And I definitely could have gone to BSB, you know? I'm sad now that we didn't go. If they're around next year, I'm in. Ugh. Did make the money of the warm up, our first cash. And defend the 8-7. Do 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 do. Okay. I don't feel kind of weird. I think in this format we're actually incentivized to be check raising and getting in with one pair. Even if he has like kings, it's like okay, well. Ba 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 ba. Now I don't know how I get paid. I guess we just call. Still be ace four, ace five, some floats. Definitely not folding, but I'm not sure if this is the way I want to do it, to be honest. Now ace five beats us. And ace four checks back. Ace deuce. Okay. All right. That's good. Still in the warm-up. Trapping the aces. Will it work? Yes. It will. Just a cooler, though. All right. We win there. Limp to call a jam. Cabral's great for the game. All right. Thanks, Sid. Appreciate it, man. I think Cabral is interesting. Uh, I find him adorable. And I don't think that's the word people use to describe him very often, but I find his whole shtick to be adorable. That said, um, people who play with him don't. And I think Deuce? Close. And I think their opinion has to count more than mine. Like, it's one of the things with Kasuf where we can talk about whether Kasuf and Cabral should be allowed to speech play as much as they do. But what they shouldn't be allowed to do is slow the game down to a halt that makes it very unpleasant for the other players, that ruins the experience. Somehow I got really short here, but if I lose the pot, they give me a fresh stack of chips. Duddy. All right, I'm not going to watch that. Ace Queen in the 320 versus raise call. All right. Jamming in. He called off with 5 deuce, and he's going to win. We win there. Seems like a loose call, but I need to check the ranges on that. Dun, 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 dun. 3-bet pot. That is a nasty river for us. Like everything. Is it the worst river card? It's one of the worst. I think we still bet though. Oh, that's annoying. All right, we got some value. What an annoying river card up there with in the. It's more annoying in the format because all the money's in the bounties, so like winning that is, basically half our buy-in back. But I don't have to explain why losing pots is annoying. You guys get it. You've lost pots before. You understand how it works. Corn dogs and tall boys for the walk. The AM/PM. I mean, the AM/PM part is a little bit concerning. Not exactly my favorite place to eat food at, but I do like corn dogs. So, like corn dogs are a food that I get really excited about eating, and then they're almost always disappointing. It's like macaroni and cheese. It sounds great in theory, and then you eat it and you're like, it's all right. I guess this is just good enough, isn't it? Kind of wish it was like ace five and I could fold, you know? I think ace eight's just good enough. Good color. No. All right. I mean, that should be a good card for me right now. I actually beat ace four, ace deuce. He raised 3x and just bet flop, bet turn. So we're not planning on folding. Blah, blah, hence high up in our range, blah, blah, blah. All right, we beat that. That's cool. That is a great flop for us. All right, good. Kasuf was the greatest thing to happen to Cabral. Yeah, it made it a lot less not pressure, but like people weren't as Cabral's not so bad. That's what people did. They're like, I mean, have you seen this Kasuf guy? Cabral's all right. I actually think people were debating who's worse, Cabral or Kasuf, and I just think that is an insane question. Like I don't think it's even close. I think it's Kasuf is way worse. And I have yet to hear a reason why Kasuf is not worse. Da, da, da. But if anyone in the chat thinks Kasuf is not as bad as Cabral, please let me know. I would love to hear some reasoning on that. He did a really aggressive thing before. We were blind on blind. So I think we might just call one and fold turns. Which sounds weird, but we do have backdoor spades. And if he checks, we'll giraffe ganger him. And if he bets, we'll just fold. That's good. And we're all in the 320. That's also good. Oh. I'm not sure here. I guess if I go 9, we overpot it. Sure. Four should be a blank. It's surprising if he has any fours in his range here, but he could. I suppose he could. He doesn't. What? Okay. We win. And that's a call. Need to fade the queen and the jack. I really don't care. Could 8-8-4 is fine. No queen, no jack. No queen. No jack, no club, no Jesus, that's so many. Not green? Fuck. GG. Disappointing. That was for a big one there. That's fairly disappointing, I gotta say. All right, how about don't pair the board? All right. Open tens. Get threed. He flats. He's loose. We're just gonna call. Brick. But ace king in the... What? You just get cold forward, and you're just like, I'm gonna go with tens? Alright, whatever. Hmm. It's interesting now. So we're definitely betting. I think we'll just pick a small size. I guess clubs brick. Does he call it king jack, ace king, king 10? Maybe I don't want to pick a small size. I changed my mind. All right. I think versus Navlepo small blind flat. It's actually kind of a scary spot here. I don't know what we beat unless Navlepo has like 7-8 of clubs or something. Wow. Wow. Limp, limp, I raise, jam. Okay. We are going to win that one. And going to be jamming this one here. All right, picking up $25 bounty. Hmm. Right, while he thinks about it, we are all in with the eights. 8.5 bigs. I'm a 9.5 bigs, whatever. All right. That's also good. And all of it? All of it. The fuck took so long? You fucking nit. I can't tell if I got slow rolled or he's a nit. I think he's just a nit. Well played, sir. Well played. Mm, okay. We win. Dun, 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 dun. Do, do, do. No rebuy in the 54? I rebought. I should still be in it. What, you thought Cabral was going to win a bracelet? Uh, I would not take. I mean, I don't think he was going to win one. Not in that field. He won it in like a 1,000-person, 10,000-person field or something. But congrats. Should have bet on it. I would have been wrong, and you obviously were right. Let me just folding there. Jam this in, and we do have outs, although they are fewer now. And they are 0. GG, Renee. Got to meet Renee in Vegas for, well, actually, I mean, I met him before, but saw Renee again in Vegas. Had a nice time with him and his wife. Having a nice casual lunch while we waited for the tournament to resume. Okay. I did rebuy the 150. Okay, flipping for our tournament. Well, I want, yeah, whatever. 10? Queen, that's also good. Going to be checking there, and we're all in here with the 10s and the 54, which I did rebuy. See? See? Now, if I won that last pot, I would have had 10 starting stacks, but I will be okay if I just win this pot for 3. This could be, I mean, he could fold. And then we're heads up for, yeah. It's a flip. Shit. Oh, yes. Okay, I thought that was an ace. I don't know here. I know we were getting an amazing price. I know that. I guess we just have to call off getting like 5-1, 2 overs and backdoor flush draw. GG. All right. Well, good luck, us. Phew. Phew. We do win. Okay. This is bad. I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't wait 10 minutes either. I'm old. I've got old man bladder now. All right. Back as soon as I can. I'll see you there in 5. Did we win? No. All right. Close. Okay, whatever. Good news, everybody. I did not fold aces, not even once. Yay. Still in the 320. Storage Wars Renee? No. This is Streamer Man Renee. I do like barreling. I will tell you, I love barreling, but I think I'd rather barrel like one diamond combos or Jack X or lower in range combos. Getting 12 to 1, I think we probably have to just peel, which is really annoying. But I think I have the right price normally. And now we just lose to like 10-5. Sure, Queen Deuce. Right price. Right price. I mean, also, I forgot to. I mean, I didn't realize it, but the bounty we won in the 215 was a big one. 166, nearly, back to where we bought in for. This might be just good enough. Starting stacks 25k? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll take another overcard. Another over. No. 11 to a pay jump. Actually, a decent pay jump too. I hope I have a time bank. I do not. Oh, all right. That's good. I think we just jam this over. That's good. That's a good thing. Hee haw. Flatted. We are 13 in the money. I actually think I'm gonna check back. The real question is, does he bet king queen on turn? A lot of people do. Not everybody does. All right, I think we're just gonna bet small. You bet small here. Maybe queen jack actually rips over. Or heroes. No, okay. Well, that's good. That'll work out well for us. Flopping a set against a player with not much behind. Okay. I am too short to do anything but call. Boo. Still two tens in there. No. All right. I might rebuy that. I need to see what the blinds are. Definitely calling the warm-up queens. 28 bigs, that's good enough. All right, good luck us. Need a fade of 9. Few. There are a lot of bounties here. I don't think we call king 9 off. I think we probably call like king 9 suited though. So close. King 9 just so likely to be dominated, you know? All right. Well, good fold. All right. Hello, Chiku. Grinding on GG is a mental test. Big field MTTs, fast structures, winning days don't come too often. I mean, MTTs in general, you're going to have fewer winning days than if you played almost every other format. And that is something I'm still struggling with. Like, I don't like the idea of going to work and having less money at the end of the day, right? And it can be really deflating to go through patches of variance in MTTs and not win and feel like you're playing well, and then wonder, are you? And wonder, are you just unlucky? And before MTTs, I played two formats that just had arguably whatever similar profit ceilings, but a higher profit floor. So I would have more days in a week where I would win. I mean, when I played sit and goes, if I played 6 days in a week, if I lost two of them and went 4 out of 6, I'd feel like that was kind of mediocre. In spins, it was similar. And if you added rake back into it, 4 or 5 days out of a week, I'd win money. In MTTs, it might be 3, it might be 2. And you just kind of hope that the two winning days are so much bigger they offset the losses. But I don't know. A lot of people complain about the GG structure. It might be in my best interest as an 8-8 ambassador to tell you how shitty it is and don't play there and all this stuff. But honestly, I don't think the structure is like that much worse or different than other structures that, in tournaments. And if anything, the fact that GG has, blind rollback at the final table is a helpful tool that gives good players more room to play poker when the equity's higher. So, anyway, 11 of 21 in the 320. Nearly chip leader of the bounty warm up 25. 6K up top plus bounties in this. Bullet, too many in the 54, but we're still here. Still playing. We're also in the 150 classic. We're still in the 215 bounty, the 25 bounty. Near bubble of the 88. Did I not? Yeah, I know I did. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm still in that. Okay. And we got more games coming. I will update the binds and caches now. There. But yeah, late reg here should be ending soon. 8 minutes. Currently 12 people get paid, 22 left. Small min cash because it's a PKO, but yeah, doing fine. I did just run a poll. I don't know if I'll have enough time to get into it. At the next break, remind me. I ran a Twitter poll about a hand I played yesterday, and I will share the hand and results at the next break. If I run good without failing my first entry, how many tables would I hold at the same time? I probably could get up to like 30, 32 maybe. I think that's what it would probably be. But thankfully I lose them, so it's not as, yeah. It seems like a good spot for it. Oh, it's just a limp? I thought that was a raise. His limp behind and then jam's kind of weird. I guess he actually could limp behind some strong hands, but our ace queen's too good, so good luck us. Wow, it sucks. We go broke anyway. It doesn't really matter. Like, if he raises, we go broke. It's just disappointing that he didn't go raise 3-bet. All right, GG. It's annoying. Wow. All right. Do, 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 do. Hello. Is it a Neriton? Thank you. Any reason why I don't play on Coin? I have an account on Coin, but like, uh, I have all these sites that I play, and it's just tough sometimes to add more of them. And when I'm streaming, especially, like I want fewer distractions, and playing on a new site would be an additional distraction. You know what I mean? Fuck. It's disappointing. Get in versus King 4 and A6. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Good thing about the monster bounty tournaments like that 25 and the 215 is it actually makes me play strategically better in that I'm less likely to like rebuy short because all the money's in the bounties and I know that. Versus a normal PKO, I might rebuy a little bit too short sometimes to make up for the, I think I have a skill edge that makes up for it. But in the monster bounty tournaments, you have, to, I mean, again, all the money's in the bounties, so you just have to, not rebuy when you get too shallow. Also, I don't think the reason that many streamers play on Coin is because it's soft. I think many streamers play on Coin because they're paid money to play on Coin. Like, I think that's why. 3 to the money in the 88. Get a walk. That's not what I wanted. All right, now we're bubble. So the two guys in the blinds are the ones who have ball protection. What a shame. Scam. That's good enough. Okay, well, look, if it's not a paint card or a heart, it's still good for us. All right, we lose that one. We win the side. Win a little bit of chips, you know? All right, so direct bubble now of the 88. I think with him having a 2x bounty, we actually can call flat out of... That's a lot of equity. Okay, well, that'll do. This guy's already on for a bounty. Okay. That's not great. Didn't want the overcall, especially when like the queens and tens are blocked. Yeah, it's always an ace high flop. All right, all right. All right, still bubble. Well, definitely not folding. Good luck us. I would guess we're up against either pocket threes or two pair. Pocket threes and a flush draw. Have to fade a lot, but if we do, we might just be the chip leader. Shit. I mean, awesome. What a great river. It actually pairs the board. I just saw it was a diamond, so. All right, we are chip leader. Only 4 big blinds. I think for 4 bigs, I just have to call for bounties. Even though my hand's, one of the worst ones. All right. How about no red cards? Did I cash any other tournaments at WSOP? Or did I only play the main? No, I played many other tournaments, but well, that's not true. I played like 6 other tournaments. I cashed the Gladiator. I think it's my only other cash. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's a Gladiator. But I cashed that one for less than I bought in for. I was in for 7 bullets of 300 each, so 2,100, and I cashed it for like 1,800. How do you have anything? I guess that counts as something. Almost. All right, I guess we're going to see a flop. GG. Well, when I hit my 9, they're going to have one out. Hmm. What do we got here? So, okay. Six-handed, two short stacks. Well, that's not what I wanted. I think most people just jam ace-10 here, but I think that by calling, I actually keep weaker hands in his range. And I don't know if he calls off with worse. That's a big fucking size, I guess. I guess you win. $125 left here. Be a 6. 5 would have been bad. 6 is good. Dun, dun, dun. Gonna give one of these guys a chance to squeeze jam it in. And then maybe this guy decides, you know what? My nines are good enough. My ace 10's good enough. He just rips in 75. Nope. Okay, fine. It's fine. The idea was really good. Just didn't work. But perfect execution. Yes, man, you're running really cold. This guy literally just wrote in chat, I have to go, and just jammed 200k. Look, he said it right there. I have to go. So he might just be open jamming a bunch. What the fuck is this guy doing? All right, down to 17, 18. Am I playing the WSOP Express? Not really. I don't even know what that is. So no. Would that be a 30k package at the Bahamas? I could win a 30k package to the Bahamas, and I would be willing to sell it for like 17k just to not go to the Bahamas. This dude is just ripping it in, trying to go. You know, you could just sit out, actually. Actually, that's a bad idea. Because then there's no money in cashing. So your strat of all in all the time is actually pretty good. That's not the right one. Dude, this guy wins again. He knocked another player out. Oh, never mind. No, he didn't. Queen Jack. Just snap calls off 200 big blinds pre. What are we doing? I know he said he had to go, but do you actually believe him? I wonder if this combo wants to triple. Like, triple on non-heart runouts. It's probably the way to go. Like, heart runouts are bad, but non-hearts are pretty good because I'll be able to block hearts. Okay, that works too. Unblock hearts? Unblock hearts. All right. Big spot here, deep in the 88 turbo. Almost, guys. Almost lost to the old Jack 9 off reshove. Fair enough. Close. All right, chip leader of the 88. I will do that one more time. And we're going to be all in here in the 215. Last bullet. Expecting to get called because our bounty's really big. It's a bounty tournament. This guy's got 200 bigs. I mean, I think he should fold 0 hands. I don't know. Okay. Not my favorite river, but the money goes in. Well, that's interesting. Somebody, by the way, has clicked never folding. That's what it means. Never folding. They're going to call king 3 there. Like, I don't know. I mean, I am a pretty aggressive guy. Hello, Icho. Thank you for the sub. Hope life is good, dude. Hope to see you out at a WSOP eventually, you know? Eventually. One of these days, man. Yeah, fire a stream up, dude. He's right. Like, if you had me rank streamers in terms of who I think is actually the best at poker, Icho is 100% my top 5. Might even be higher. Probably is even higher. But he's definitely in the top 5. It looked like an 8. King. No. Ooh. I check raise flop, and I've decided now check raise turn. Boo. Da, 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 da. I don't know. Okay, fine. I'll give up. Fine. I think blocking clubs is bad. And we all in the bounty overload. Phew. Oh, did I say it made a final table? Made a final table. 88 turbo deep stack. Bounty 1278 up top plus bounties. We are two of actually no, we are third of. I guess we're two. Whatever. Second of 9. Who cares? What it doesn't matter. Guaranteed 187.50 plus 255. Day's been pretty mid so far, so it would be nice to, win. Give us the top 5? I mean, it's tough because I'm going to forget somebody. I don't want to forget anybody. But if you want to shout out names in the chat, I'll tell you if they're my top 5 or not. How about that? We'll build it that way. If you put names of poker streamers in the chat, I'll tell you if they're my top 5 of being amazing at poker. And by the way, this is a great way to alienate yourself versus the entire streaming community, because there's only 5 people who could be in it. And I don't know, we'll call it 100 streamers. Should be fun. But now that I think about it, each is definitely my top 5. Big Dog Pocket 5s in your top 2? All right. Top 7.5, know what I mean? All right. Boo, boo, boo. You need some good poker streamer names. Well, I mean, is he right? That Canadian guy? By the way, he might be American, just so you know. Just a heads up. Yeesh. Yeesh. Such a good barrel turn. So low in range. Sweet. He's picked up equity, chat. That's not it. All right, final table is loaded. We're going to keep our seat to the left of the chip leader. I probably should have moved. For some reason, I thought we were last because I'm dumb, and I sat over here like a dummy, and now he took the position on me. So I really should have at least taken the button or something. But, you know, whatever. Like, small equity loss. And maybe we just pick up kings and instant equity win. Not kings. We're going to go for a check raise. Did not get to do the check raising. The fuck? I mean, we're really only afraid of pocket eights that might just bet flop. I guess there's ace five might just bet flop. I think we're just gonna be ripping it. I guess we could call and hope he bluffs the end. I guess that might be better because like, what is he actually value raising here that calls a jam? That might be better. Awesome. What a great seat I picked, guys. Just want to point out, you guys thought it was a bad seat. Turns out it's the one that coolers people. That is my preferred seat. The one that coolers people. I fold. What a beautiful run out too. We both slow play. I'm still able to get max value. Wonderful. That's a great flop for me. All right. Oh, I know another of my top five. I just thought in my head. Uh, I think Blind Guy and Tom and Sven and Tonka are all amazing players. I do not have them in my top five. Tonka is actually the closest because he's beat multiple formats. Um, like sit and goes, hyper sit and goes. Like his ICM's really good. I just, I think Bert has to be in there. So Bert has to be in the top five. Like, how could you not have a top five without Giraffe, without the winningest player of all the streamers? Even if you're like, well, he's just gets lucky. I'm like, well, sure, but I mean, there's got to be some skill there, you know? He's won like the biggest amount on stream ever, and then I think like the second or third biggest amount ever. So yeah, Bert's in there. Does Bert even stream though? Does he even count as a streamer? He just took the bag from Coin Poker and was like, all right, I'll stream for a couple days and then I'm out. What a boss. Remember when he said he would do that? He was like, yeah, I'm going to wait for some site to pay me like $1 million. And then we're just going to take the money. And that's going to be it. You'll never see me again. And boom. Man of his word. Yeah, Ben has to be in it. Ben 100% has to be in it. Getting raised in position is weird. It is just an odd thing. I think this hand calls. It's close, actually. Okay. Huh. I would have actually thought to myself, doesn't have a queen. Turns out he actually had a queen. Anthony's awesome. He's in my top 5 Anthonys, that's for sure. What? GG. See, this is a problem now. Now, is Anthony upset that I don't think he's a top 5 poker streamer in the entire world? What if I had him at 12? Is that insulting? This is the problem, guys. I've opened up this can of worms myself. This is all my fault. You know what? Maybe we can switch it and just do a bottom 5. How about that? That'll get real spicy. It's actually a trick question. Everyone's bottom 5. Hello, Dawn. How's it going, man? Thank you for the Prime sub. I feel like you just subscribed yesterday, Dawn. My cam is really laggy. Yeah, someone else said that. Unfortunately, we can't fix it now. I could unplug it and plug it back in on the break. Might do that. I got check raise on the flop here. Called. He actually turned enough equity to get it in, which theoretically is good. However, he wins now. Nice flop check raise. Unfortunate for us. Ace king versus ace queen. He needs a queen. Won't get it. Down to 7. Ladder up to $300 and $404. 404. Da, 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 da. Interesting spot here. I actually think versus chip leader, I'm going to check. I think betting here is fine, but I think checking is kind of fun. Do. It's like queen jack. Yeah, whatever, same hand. At least I knew what it was. Is that good? What? How does he get 0 bets in? How do you get 0 bets in with ace 10? 3 streets. Too busy spinning the buffalo slots or whatever. All right, I guess we're happy with it. Still in the Monster Bounty tournament. And final table of the Deep Sec. Ape is pretty undeniable. Oh, Ape's a good choice too. Yeah, sure, put Ape in there. Sure, yeah. So now we got, what, Ape, Giraffe, Icho? Is that it? Ben? One more, right? I'm just kidding. It was me for all 5. Dylon, and Dylon. All right. So we're also getting closer to the money in the Super Tuesday. We are getting closer to the money in the bounties in the Cryptic 50. That's not the right thing. 62 left in the 25 warm-up. And like 10 other games, including the 55 Turbo, the 109 PKO, the 55 gems PKO, 50 hyper, 38 grand. Like, there's a lot of stuff left. So I'm going to take a quick break, come right back, try to fix the camera. Good luck, us. All right, guys, we're making this call. All we got to do is beat Guess Who, and we'll stay in the tournament. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Heart. Heart. Heart.
Nope.
That's so gross. We had the ace, too?